I doing tonight, everyone? Oh my gosh. Holy crap. This is awesome. So guys, I started comedy around a year ago. Like, to the date. Like, right around a year ago. And when I started, it was like a recommendation from my therapist. Like, she was like, you should do comedy. You have a lot going on. You need a hobby. And so I was like, I'll go to an open mic. I went to one open mic. I met this dude, Johnny Collins. Do any of you guys know him in this room? Yeah. And he, like, first of all, got thrown on stage, get off stage. He was like, that was horrible. And all these people were like, oh, it's the room, this is a really hard room. And Johnny Collins goes, by the way, it's never the fucking room. It's always you. Just keep that in mind. And that was like the push I needed. And I got addicted and I quit my 9-to-5 job. And now I'm here in front of you guys at a sold out show on my birthday. Wow. So, seriously, like, I thought it was just gonna be like open mics here and there. I didn't think I was gonna like quit my stable income and insurance for this. So I'm happy that everyone's here. I am gonna be your host tonight, obviously, if you can't tell. Seriously, guys, I'm so excited. This lineup is so stacked. Every single person on this lineup has impacted my year of comedy in some way or another, whether it's me actually crying about personal problems to them or them helping me with jokes and really, helping me perfect my craft. So everyone on this show is really special to me. Your first comic coming up is someone I love so much. Oh my God. Her name is Kitty. She is just like the funniest. I mean, I'm just gonna let her come up because I could go on and on and on. But guys, give it up for Kitty Long, your first comic of the night.
Hey everybody! Oh my gosh, how fun is this? Hi everyone. My name is Kitty Long. Can I be vulnerable with you guys for like 1 second? Okay, thank you so much. I was like really scared you guys were gonna say no. We were like all back there, and I looked around at like the other people in the room, and like everybody is dressed. I don't want to like spoil anything, but like everybody is dressed like really, really cool. And I looked down, and I'm like, I kind of look like I'm coming out of a like Old Navy back to school commercial. I like have my new backpack. I'm like waltzing into homeroom. Like sophomore year is gonna be my fucking year, and I can't wait. Oh my God. Okay, well this is so fun. I love birthdays. I am a Cancer Sun and a Leo Venus, which means number one, I'm really annoying. And it also means I love birthdays. I love my friends' birthdays, and I've noticed that I like birthdays more and more as I get older. I feel like I'm 30 now. I know. Hold for applause. But like, I was thinking back, like, okay, when I turned 30, I was thinking back to like my 20th birthday, and I wanted to be 20 like forever and ever and ever. Amen. And I was thinking back, and it's like, okay, well, when you turned 20, you were so depressed, you had no money, and you were like so far in the closet, right? Like you're like my like first communion dress fell off the top shelf and like cracked my eye socket open. Like we were far back there, and now I'm 30. I have no money. I'm so depressed. And I did come out as a lesbian a couple years ago, so that's like a big thank you. Well, no, I'm just kidding. So I came out as a lesbian when I was 25, and I'm proud of myself, right? We're all on our own journey, but I feel like anymore, coming out past of age like 22, 23, you kind of feel like you're getting written onto a TV show in season 7. Ratings have peaked, okay? They've won the awards they're gonna win. Everybody has fucked. At least once, probably twice. And everyone knows that you're only there because the original actress had to go to rehab. So it's just like a lot of pressure. Like it's a lot of pressure. And I think I've developed some really bad dating habits, I think because I was dating the wrong gender for so long. I had a realization last year. I realized I had been on and off the dating apps for, is everyone sitting down? 10 years. I have been on and off the dating app since the Obama years. Like, I think I downloaded Tinder the day he wore that tan suit and everyone got mad. I think that was the day I pressed download. And has anybody else been on and off the dating apps for like longer than you care to admit? A few of us. Okay, well, we just started a club. And I've seen, so I think a lot of us can agree, like we've seen a lot of changes over those 10 years. So back when I downloaded the like dating apps for the first time, you could just swipe forever. Everything was free. You could swipe until your thumb got carpal tunnel or until your dopamine receptors got power sanded down. Like whichever came first. Now you have to pay for so much. Like you have to pay to like give people likes or see who likes you. And it's a really challenging spot to be in because no one is rifling through their couch cushions trying to find $1.29 to give me a rose on Hinge. Like they're just not doing that. And I think I finally like made peace with the fact that my dream woman is simply not on the dating apps. I ultimately just want to be a butch lesbian's trad wife. She's too busy for the fucking dating apps. She's like, oh, Bumble, my ex-wife Leslie used to keep bees. And she took all the beekeeping equipment and after the divorce when she moved to Yellowstone, like, she's too fucking busy for the dating apps. Or you know, she hears Hinge and she's like, oh, that reminds me, I have to oil the hinges to the door on my workshop. Like, she doesn't have time for that. So I think ultimately, if I really want to like step into that purpose, right, and like try to find love, I think I'm just gonna start walking up and down every side street in Clintonville. I'm gonna start knocking on all the doors of all the houses that have chicken coops in the backyard and like kind of hope for the best. I think that's really gonna be like my best course of action. I also realized something recently, and if you disagree, you absolutely cannot tell me. Like my therapist will not let you tell me. But I recently realized something that's been pretty major. I realized I'm not actually ugly. I realized I just have a face that's like very much for the wrong decade. Do we know what the term iPhone face is? Like, how online is this crowd? Like, do we know about iPhone face? Okay, you're nodding. Can you explain iPhone face?
No.
That's okay. I'm so glad you asked. So iPhone face is this phenomenon where like people's faces look like they're from today, which is really challenging when you're trying to watch a rom-com about like the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire. And the romantic lead's lip filler is migrating. I have like whatever that isn't. So like I have like American Girl doll live casting face. Or like most beautiful woman in the Dust Bowl face. Like it would have been so over for those bitches when I was coming to like turn my turnips. What do you do? I don't really know what that does. But that's been like a really important thing for me is like realizing that. I think I will say, and I think kind of going somebody with this sort of demeanor and sort of habits, I feel like I kind of gave off the vibe of somebody who played with American Girl dolls until I was like 13. Kind of because I did. Like, I played with them way too late, and I wasn't cool about it. Like, I was not casual. I was not, like, it wasn't a regular thing. I mean, I was building stories, okay? I was building cinematic universes. Did anyone here have an American Girl doll? I knew that was coming. I love that. Yeah, I figured as much. Who did you have?
I have like a lot of them.
Oh, okay. Talk to me after the show. Obsessed with you. Okay, so let me guess. Samantha. Oh, Shirley. Okay, obsessed. Like I was okay. How can Kit be like Kirsten's great granddaughter? Or like how can Samantha be Molly's first grade teacher? Like I was in it deep, and it is interesting. I think it did. I realized because so many of my friends were going after Uncle Guard, and I was like, Aunt Cornelia is really kind of got it going on. God damn. Well, no one has it going on better than your host, the birthday girl. Please welcome back up my sweet baby angel, Jules.
There was one time that I was complaining about names to Kitty, like in the green room, actually here. And I was like, oh my God, you know what name I fucking hate? It's like Kirsten, like all those names. I never get them right. And she was like, do you know what Kitty's short for? And now we're best friends. So That's probably her villain origin story. Check back later. This next comic that we have coming up is another one of my, obviously, like every single person, I'm like, this is another one of my best friends. But like, seriously, Steve Hobson is the fucking man, dude. Like, when I first started, he was actively taking pictures of like everyone's sets and like sending them videos and all of that, and it was just the best. And he's really shaped my time as a comedian. I feel like I'm saying the same thing for every person, but seriously, like, I can't even put into words how much I love this person, how funny he is. So please give a warm, huge welcome to Steve Hobson, everyone.
Jules Wagner, everybody. Man, tonight is your night, girl. I am super proud of you. She put together this show, and it's a sold-out crowd, man. Let's get into it. Do I know half of y'all in here? No, I didn't think so. So y'all thought a white person was gonna come out, huh? That's a pretty white-ass name, man. Stephen Hobson. You think about that shit, man. Sound like I was bred in Dublin or some shit like that. I do live in Dublin. Nah, man. It's cool, though. I make it, work to my advantage whenever I can. I had to grow up trying to look for other black Stephen Hobsons, though. I had to get on Ask Jeeves. Y'all remember that shit? I'm that old. Asking my homie Jeeves, yo, what other black Steves at, man? I'm lonely out here, man. Need to find my tribe. All I found was middle-aged white men with Roth IRAs, 401ks, and cul-de-sac haircuts, dog. I'm like, that's tight. Got something to look forward to when I get older, Halfway to that cul-de-sac right now, man. Gotta keep it alive, baby. But nah, man, it's fun tricking people in interviews, though, Because there's no profile pic for interviews. How is that not a thing yet in this day and age? So whenever I walk in now, I surprise them. They go, ah! Who are you? I'm like, I'm Stephen Hobson. That can't be. I'm like, well, if you are, at least tell me that's a MAGA hat. I'm like, nope, just a big-ass nerd, bro. Sorry to ruin your fucking day. I got the job, though, right? Yeah? Nah. I like to do my research, though. I'd like to call before I go in for the interview. That way I ain't got to waste my time and all that other bullshit. Anybody do that in here? You call the job before you do the interview? Well, I'm the only person that does his research and shit before he goes in. That's fine. But now I do that, man, and I got to say I'm pretty good at it. I switch my voice up. Let's go. Hello. Yes, this is Stephen Hobson. Yeah, of course I'll work overtime. Yes, I do love ranch and mayo. Of course, it's my favorite delicacy. I'm eating it right now like a bowl of ice cream. Yes. Winter is my favorite season. Yeah. That one's true, too. I am whiter as my name than I really am, man. It's weird. I like winter. Anybody like winter in here? A few people? Hell yeah. What's your favorite thing about winter? The calmness? It's not hot. I like that. That's a good answer. It is calm. You know why? There's no crime in the wintertime. Somebody trying to stick you up. Get to keep your money and shit. They just want your hand warmers. Might take your jacket. Nah, that's cool, man. Nah, I had to move out here. I'm not originally from Columbus. I'm from Gary, Indiana. I got a mixed reaction out here. You went oof. And you clapped. You know some shit, and apparently you don't. Why did you clap for Gary?
I'm like right from there, dude.
You're from Gary?
Not Gary, but right close, South Bend.
Oh, South Bend. Oh, shit. Okay. I see why you clap. I mean, it was better for you anyway. It wasn't, not for me. Your reaction was way more accurate. Oof. Usually somebody go, hee hee. Michael Jackson. I'd even settle for, getting your ass whooped. He would take the belt off. I'm like, yeah, that's Gary too, man. It was a pretty crazy place, man. I had to migrate away from there, man. Imagine being told every day as you're a kid, like, yo, you'll be lucky if you make it to 21. You know that? I'm like, damn, dog, I ain't know that shit. Fuck. So I'm having a midlife crisis at 11 years old and shit, bro. Statistically speaking, I'm the oldest motherfucker in this room right now, bro. Shit, man. Yeah, dude, getting older, dog. It's something. Who's in here, 30 and up? Make some noise. Be proud of who you are. Yeah, man. 30 and up, man. That's what we doing up in here, man. We getting older. We living life, right? We can do whatever we want, like take naps and shit. Yeah. Make bad decisions like staying up past 9 and shit. Yeah, man. Only thing I don't like about getting older is I'm afraid to poop now. Yeah, you getting where I'm going with this? You sitting on the toilet a little too long and you don't know if that's a piece of shit or a hemorrhoid sticking out your ass, man. Whew. It's scary shit, man. It makes everything uncomfortable. I don't like hemorrhoids, man. You walk is uncomfortable. You sit is uncomfortable. Even when you fart, it's uncomfortable, bro. Like, you ever farted with a hemorrhoid? It's very uncomfortable, dude. It's like belching with a piece of steak in your mouth, dog. Get that piece of... I know I just grossed you guys out, but this is real life. Y'all was just cheering a few seconds ago about being older. This is what you got to look forward to, man. Shoot. Sit down, I can predict earthquakes now and shit. It's fucking wild, man. Good old hemorrhoids. That's your best friend, man. Is this a nerdy crowd? Yeah, y'all like superhero shit like Marvel and DC and all that? Yeah, I like y'all, man. Hell yeah. If you can have a superpower, what would it be?
Teleport.
To teleport?
Yeah, I hate driving.
You hate driving. That's cool. Teleportation's cool. I just feel like how would that work though? Like, would you gain more calories or lose more calories?
Lazier.
Yeah, cause we already lazy. We don't like driving. So if you teleport, you're like, I don't feel like teleporting to the fridge. Shit, man. Nah, man. Big ups to you, man. Teleportation is dope. I had this one dude. He told me. I asked him the same question. It was a white dude. I was at a bar. I'm like, what superpower would you want? He was like, time travel. I was like, I wish I would have, could do that too. Even if I had the ability, where the fuck would I go? I just go get my ass whooped wherever I go, Anywhere in the past is not good for me. Like, even yesterday is not good for me, bro. It's not gonna work out, dog. That sucks, man. He was like, oh, I'm sorry, man. You can go to the future, dog. You can go to the future. I'm like, I don't think so. I ain't gay enough, dog. Like, I ain't ready, man. Plus, I don't speak Spanish, man. I'm not ready. I didn't pay attention in school, man. Shoot, man. I think we're going in a direction where, social media is taking over. Imagine you go to the doctor, you don't see the doctorates, the diplomas on the wall anymore. And when you look to the left, you just see a YouTube plat. It just shows how good of a doctor they are. How many subscribers they got and shit, bro. That's fucking crazy. One last thing before I get up out of here. I always like to say this. Shout out to people with autism. They're awesome people. They kind of like superheroes in their own right. They see the world in a way that we don't. It's pretty cool. I just think it's fucked up they don't get discounts on their Spectrum internet, though. I think people with disabilities should get shit in general, like people who are paraplegic should get discounts on shoes, at least 50% off. And I think people who are depressed should get discounts on hospital bills because, they slap you in the psych ward and now instead of your life flashing before your eyes, it's your hospital bills and shit. And whenever you wake up, you don't even, you don't see that doctor. He got like Gucci scrubs on and shit and profiting off your pain. Then you look to the left, he got a YouTube plaque up there. It's fucking crazy. Well, that's all the time I'm gonna do. I appreciate y'all. Please make some noise for the lovely Jules Wagner, everybody.
I'm just gonna move this little guy. Someone left their notebook? Okay, I'll do it in a minute. Okay, cool. Awesome. Guys, give it up for Steve Hobson one more time. Oh my God, don't we love him? He's just the best. So My 27th year, you guys, was probably the worst year of my fucking life. Oh my God. Like, comedy is cool and creative stuff is cool. I feel like the other night, what happened to me is probably, it like sums up the whole thing. So my friends are over, they leave, I pee in the toilet, okay? I flush, the toilet overflows. And I'm like, how does this happen with a pee? First of all, like, strong ass pee. And then it goes, okay, so that would have been fine if it didn't flood all the way to my fridge. Okay? We had to pull the fridge out, okay? And there are 2 dead mice under the fridge. And I was like, if this don't goddamn sum up my whole goddamn year. And I was like, let me look on the bright, this is how I know I've grown. I said, let me look on the bright side. If the toilet didn't overflow, I wouldn't have pulled the fridge out. And I would have never known that those mice were back there. So I was like, wow, I'm growing, right? That's cool. I think me a year ago would have just been like, fuck this place, and like burnt it down. Awesome. Guys, I'm drinking water tonight. Is anyone else drinking water? You're working tomorrow, you told me. It's kind of a treat for me. Okay? Growing up in my house, we didn't drink water. Okay, that's for pussies. We drink Diet Coke. Have you ever climbed a tree, ran inside, and chugged a Diet Coke? As hydration? Bitch. I can shotgun a beer real quick, it's not hard. You know those like crunchy granola kids? The ones where you're like hungry at their house, you want a snack, and all they have is like almonds in a fucking jar? Dude, those kids like fucked with me heavy. To them, my house was like Six Flags. They'd come over for like 3 days straight, and then I'd never see them again. Parents just wouldn't let them come back. We were like our neighborhood's version of Epstein Island. What, y'all don't fuck with Epstein in this room? What's up? Dude, it was like every parent's nightmare to see their kid's name on the Wagner flight log. No, but those kids, like, all you had to do was wave a Skittle in their face and they'd be barking on their hind legs like a dog, like, give me the red tie 40. I loved it. It was so fun. You know those people that are like, my body's a temple, meh. Dude, mine is not. Mine's like a Filet-O-Fish safe haven. Swim around in there. I told this joke the other day and someone came up to me after the show and they were like, have you ever heard of the double stack Filet-O-Fish? And I was like, you're going to jail, buddy. Put your arms behind your back right now. Horrible. No, it doesn't take much to sustain my life. Like, all I need is one green bean, and I turn into the Jolly Green Giant. You know, the one on, like, the package of peas. Sometimes I feel like my references are a little too niche. You guys are like, who the fuck is that? We eat McDonald's. No, I grew up on Diet Coke, processed food, and unlimited WWE. Oh, we like WWE? No, it's kind of a miracle I didn't vote for Trump. And I'm white? Like, damn. We're good. I did recently lose around 30 pounds. Thank you. Oh, you guys don't care. Cool. Shout out chemotherapy. Oh. It's okay. I gotta lose people there sometimes. It's okay. It's not terminal. I'm taking care of it. It's uterine cancer. It does mean that I can't get pregnant. Mostly because I'm a big fat lesbian. Love it. I lose people there sometimes too because like some of y'all look at me funny. And I just want you to know it's 2025. We don't all look like Ellen DeGeneres on a dirt bike, okay? Some of us are hot. Honestly, I do think it's contagious, so like you're gay now. Leaves my guinea pig. No, I remember when I caught the gay. It was actually at a Nickelback concert back in 2008. You had these like old ladies throwing their bras at the stage and the Nickelback guys just like throwing them back. Please put them back on. Oh man, no, I do have cancer. I think I'm not doing coke, by the way. Sorry, I have really bad allergies. I'm allergic, right, guys? Yeah. They know. They've tried. They're like, do it. Come on. No, sorry. No, I do have cancer. I think that it might be karma, though, for calling my cousin's baby ugly. You guys act like you don't do it behind their backs, okay? I didn't say it to its face, okay? I'm not a monster. I did say it to its mother. All right? No, my cousin, though, like, do you guys have love-hate relationships with people in your family? Especially after the election? Dude, my cousin and I, we'd be, like, going at it like the boxing ring, dude. She did get me back for my comments about her baby. When I was at my sickest, actually, she said I looked like Yzma from Emperor's New Groove. You guys know the one. Skinny, eyelashes, probably also a lesbian. I'm just saying, like, look at her options. She had Kronk right there. He's kind of a hunk, right? I think that she was just a little sexually frustrated, that's all. No, but my family, like, they hated seeing me sick, so I realized I had to come up with a signal whenever I was going to throw up. So I just go, pull the lever, Kronk! And they'd move out of the way. Sometimes I like, you know when you feel like you're going to throw up and then it doesn't happen, like it's like a false alarm? I had to be like, wrong lever! I do come from a very long line of under-communicators. Anyone else, like, families just, like, don't tell each other shit. Like, you find out your sibling's pregnant on Facebook. Fuck that. That actually happened. No, I feel like when you're sick, right, you expect your family to at least, like, do the heavy lifting of letting people know so you don't have to. Mine did not. I had to tell every single person myself, and it was, like, a surprise every time. Probably because I'm so young, but I'm a young 28. It's my birthday, if you're wondering. No, my dad actually, he did bring up my cancer sometimes. It was mostly when people asked if I was a lesbian. He'd get them on the phone, they'd be like, hey, I saw a Facebook post, Jules is a lesbian. And my dad would go, she also has cancer, okay? She's got more than one incurable disease. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I see so many people I love here tonight. Obviously, I don't know every single person in this audience, but those of you who bought tickets, I almost did some crowd work. Like, how did you guys find out about this show? Because you guys are all my friends. It's sold out. No matter what, it's still sold out, okay? Your next comic coming up is another one of my fucking favorite people. She was actually on Kill Tony. If you guys know Kill Tony. I know she's so sick of people introducing her that way. She's also so funny, and another Aquarius. Her birthday's not far from now. I think it's next week, right, Layla? Yeah, okay, yeah. So you guys are gonna love her, you're gonna literally fall in love with her. Everyone, give it up for Layla Ingalls. No, you're good.
Hi guys. Hey, how's it going? Wow, you guys are so positive. So nice. My name's Layla. It's good to be here. I'm probably the most awkward comic that will be up here tonight. But that's okay. It's only 10 minutes. That's a nice amount of penetration. Yeah. Who's with me, ladies? Okay, sick. I like how Jules asked if you guys Kill Tony and nobody said anything. That's cool. I'll tell you guys a little bit about me. I love making eye contact. Sorry, I ate a pound of kimchi last night. take that from the top. I love making eye contact during sex. You guys are way too supportive. You guys are nuts. I didn't even get to the punchline yet. That's crazy. I love making eye contact during sex. It just hurts when it pokes my cornea. Do you guys get it? Sick. I'll take that as a yes. I know, Jules and I, we do have very close birthdays. I'll be 27 next week, and so I'm Aquarius and she's Aquarius. But neither of us have good luck with men. Oh, I'm so glad you guys like that. I thought of that in the car on the way here. Thank you. But I will be 27 next week, and if there's anything I've learned in my 27 years of life, it's no matter how hard you squeeze a chicken, an egg won't come out. It doesn't happen. Whoever said that's fantastic, I love you. But I didn't know that when I was a kid. It was a real of mice and men situation. So many corpses. I've always had a problem squeezing cock too hard. Cockadoodle don't. Okay, sick. I just wanted to see how weird we could get in here. And apparently it's very. I don't know, but I feel like you, sir, hate me, don't you? No? Okay, is it because your head's kind of shaped like an egg? Is that... No? I'm sorry, thanks for being here. I love women with armpit hair. Anybody else? Man, you guys are so supportive. I say that in Dayton, Ohio, and they boo. That's fun. I love women with armpit hair because it gives me something to grab onto in a fight. The more hair, the more tear. That's what I always say. I shave mine because I'm all about survival. In fact, I was thinking about shaving everything off and getting real oiled up. Escape everyone's grip. I'd look like an egg, a human egg. Free range. Okay, I'm sorry, sir. That's all my egg jokes, I swear. That's all of them. Honestly, so much better. Do you guys smoke weed in here? Anybody smoke weed? Oh, okay, cool. This is why you guys are so supportive. Saying yeah to everything. I smoke like almost every night, but if I'm the only girl in the blunt rotation, the only kind of weed I smoke is platonic chronic. All right, I thought of that on the way here. I'll forget it on the way back. But if I'm being honest with you guys, A couple nights ago, I got really high, and I was just thinking, and I was thinking about women with armpit hair. And I was like, man, if I were a guy and my girlfriend decided to grow her armpit hair out, I think I'd try grabbing onto it instead of her ponytail if I fucked her in doggy. I'd tell her to make horse noises. I don't know, just girly things. You know, colonoscopy, it's more like colonoscopoo. Oh, I'm so glad you guys laughed at that. That would be the most embarrassing joke to not land. If a woman has a bad fake tan and she's on her period, I call that a blood orange. And men can be blood oranges too. Like, remember when Trump got shot? Oh my God, thank you. I feel like a politician. That's so sick. I don't know much about the military, but I do know if a man comes inside a woman without telling her, that's dishonorable discharge. My dad hates that joke. I call my clit the coffee bean because it's way darker than you'd expect. My dad loves that joke. You guys are fucked up. You guys are fucked. Okay. Can I tell a dark joke or is that too crazy? Should I not get dark? I can do it? Oh my God, okay, I'm gonna do it. I've been reading a lot of vegetarian literature recently to offset all the meat I consume. And I recently read that Hitler was vegetarian. Did you guys know this? I didn't know that. Apparently that's a true fact. Hitler was a vegetarian. And I was so relieved when I learned that because it means he didn't eat any of them, you know? He easily could have, you know, he had all those ovens and stuff. From the outside looking in, I wasn't sure if Hitler might have been like the most ambitious cannibal ever. I thought that's why they called him Adolf, you know, Hitler, the guy that ate off all the Jews. Oh, I love you guys. That's like my favorite joke I've ever written down, but I'm like the most afraid to tell it, you know? Okay, you guys have been so fun. Before I get out of here, I'll tell you a very real story. This is very true. I was recently having sex with this guy, and it was going pretty well. And then he told me to go crazy, just get crazy. And I didn't know what to do because no one has ever said that to me before. So I kind of just started moving around more and crossed my eyes. It was kind of, I was kind of just like, oh, I'm so crazy, you know? I don't know what to do if a guy wants that. What do you do? I'm Lily Angles. You guys are cool as fuck. Thank you so much for your time.
best birthday ever. Thank you guys seriously so much for coming out. We have 2 more comics. Your next comic coming up, he was in the Columbus Comedy Festival. So is Layla, actually. And he's recently done Don't Tell Columbus. Have you guys been to Don't Tell shows here? Don't Tell Salt Lake City in Utah. He's just been all over the map. So I'm just going to get on with it. Give it up for Tyson Colson, one of my favorite people and writers in the city.
Fuck yeah. You guys doing? You guys good? You guys good? Everybody good? Everybody good? Everybody good? Everybody good? Fantastic. I was just trying to figure out what to say to you guys. I didn't know what to say because this room looks like my 23andMe test results. You know what I mean? It's like some black but way more white than I was prepared to see. That shit came with a letter that said, "We know you say nigga, you need to stop it." That's tough. That's my favorite word, you know? My dad was black, and now I get to do that, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, man, he was black, man. He was black. If he ain't like something, he would just be like, You know what I mean? He was that black. Yeah. I used to be like, I want McDonald's. He'd be like, we got McDonald's at home, you know what I mean? He was that black, you know? And honestly, I just made those 2 things up. I don't know him at all. You know what I mean? We have no kind of relationship at all, you know what I mean? He was that black. You know what I mean? I don't have a dad, you know, it's traumatizing. I don't know if that's as traumatizing as when this time I was 12 years old. It was May 2003, and Cedar Point came out with the Top Thrill Dragster, you know? Which, if you guys don't know what that is, it's a roller coaster that goes 120 miles an hour. It goes up a 90-degree angle, 400 feet in the air. It twists you upside down, and it comes back down at a 90-degree angle. It's a white sport, you know? I don't know what I was doing there, but I was there, you know. I remember being in line, and it was like a lot of older black men, which was alarming in this line to me. Because every time I'm in a space with a bunch of older black men, I'm just like, any one of these niggas could be my dad. I don't know, you know what I mean? I don't know him. That's okay. That's my life. Me and my friend got to the front of this line. We got on the roller coaster. We were in the front of the roller coaster. And the lady that was running the roller coaster, she was a nice Indian lady. I'm not going to do the accent. Y'all know what she sounded like. That's not an important piece of the story at all. It's just my favorite part. You know what I mean? So I say that. But we took off. And it was terrible. Because we took off, but we weren't going fast enough, and we got stuck at the top of the... Yeah. And I was in the front of the roller coaster, so we were like upside down, stuck. And earlier this week, you know, I grew up poor, so I was eating a lot of hot dogs and drinking a lot of milk. That's what I survived on as a kid. And in this, oh no, you know what's going on. And in this moment, I'm stuck upside down, and the hot dogs and the milk started to fight back. And for the first time in my life, I shit on myself on this roller coaster. It was really bad. I had shorts on. My thighs was all sticky and wet. It was like a torpedo in the water, you know what I mean? It was like solid in the middle, but wet all around. It was disgusting. And they got on a little thing and they were like, you guys gotta rock the roller coaster so you can come back down. So we rocked the roller coaster and we came back down and we're at a 90-degree angle. And the shit came out of my shorts and it hit me in the forehead. That shit was terrible, man. And it flipped back and it hit the lady behind me. And I just know it hit her because out of nowhere, all I heard was like, oh shit! And we rolled back down to the beginning and I'm fucking crying. I got shit on my forehead. The lady behind me is crying. She got shit on her chin. And the Indian lady, I'm not gonna do the accent, but she was like we were going fast enough, so we were gonna go again. And I was like, wait a minute, no! And she was like, bye, and she hit the button, we went up again, I passed out, I came back, I threw up. And I just heard behind me like, what the fuck is going on? That's the day I became a man, y'all, you know what I mean? I didn't need my dad at all, I didn't need him at all. It looks good in here, man. You guys look well off, like you grew up with name brand cereals and stuff. That's good, man. I had to go donate plasma just to fucking get gas money to get here, you know? Plasma. That place is weird. You got anybody in here ever donated plasma? Yeah, no, I know. I saw a lot of heads shaking. That's how I know credit scores are high in this motherfucker, man. Shout out to the woo back there, man. That shit is, they ask a lot of gay questions to the plasma donation center. It's a very homophobic place. They'd be like, are you gay? I'm like, no. Are you sure? Yes. Have you slept with a man since June 2nd? What? Have you ever been in an awkward conversation with a gay guy at a grocery store because the girl you were talking to was upset you ain't want to be in a relationship with her, so she took suggestive photos that you sent to her and made you a Grindr profile, and there's a guy at a grocery store who thinks your name is Chris and he's talking to you. I had to check yes on that one. That was fucked up, man. I was at this grocery store and I was shopping around for, oh, y'all guessed it over here, French style green beans, you know what I mean? I don't care, that's my shit. It's my favorite side dish. And this dude approached me and he was like, Chris? And I was confused because I've never been Chris before in my life, you know what I mean? And he was like, it's me, Adrian from Grindr. And I was like, I think you got the wrong person, brother. And he stepped back, he said, oh, nah, niggas ashamed of who they are, huh, Chris? I'm not gay, I don't think, you know what I mean? Like, I own an air fryer, but this motherfucker was definitely not my type at all, you know what I mean? He was talking to me all aggressive and shit. I like to be talked to softly, you know? He was like, if you're ashamed of who you are, like I said on the app, I'm a therapist. We can go sit in my car and talk about it. That's not a grocery store suggestion at all, you know what I mean? That's like 46% of the way to a crime. So I was in this nigga's car, right? And, motherfucker said therapy. I got some shit I'm working through, you know? I let him know right away, though. I was like, I'm not gay, you know what I mean? I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I'm not gay. And he was like, how do you know? Have you ever tried it? And I was like, huh, that's a good point. So I tried it, you know, and it hurt, you know, that shit. If you guys were curious, it hurts, you know? I switched my pronouns to was, were after that. That's good. That's fantastic. Just a bunch of crazy situations, crazy moments. Like after that situation, I remember I was hanging out with this girl overnight, and at 8 a.m. One morning, her ex-boyfriend broke in the house. Oh yeah, it was terrifying. It was terrible. And I got a friend now that I probably shouldn't be friends with anymore because he's dumb. He's stupid. He's not a smart individual, you know? Like, I remember telling him this story the day it happened. I was like, at 8 a.m. this morning, brother, her ex-boyfriend broke in the house. And he was like, was he mad? I don't think anybody's ever broken into like a knowingly occupied home and was happy. You know what I mean? I don't think that's ever happened. Right before he broke in, she was like, go wait upstairs, I'll go talk to him. And I was like, that sounds like a terrible idea, but let's see it through, you know? And I knew he was mad, not just because he broke in, but that was obvious. But like when people get mad, they don't talk like themselves anymore. You know what I mean? They just start saying stuff that nobody says on a day-to-day basis. Like this motherfucker broke in, he kicked the door and he was like, boom. And she ran over and she's like, what are you doing? And he was like, well, well, well. Can't say, well, 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 motherfucker, this is real life, you know what I mean? I was up in the bedroom, it sounded like I was listening to a weird part of a soap opera. I was like, what the fuck is going on? This motherfucker started saying crazy shit. He was talking crazy. He was like, how you in here with somebody when I just showed you my naked body 2 days ago? I was like, why is this motherfucker talking like a spoken word poet? What is going on? He pushed past her. He was like, where is he at? I'm going to fight him. He about to take his first ass whooping. Which was flattering. He thought it was going to be my first ass whooping. You know what I mean? Fucking, and I wasn't prepared for a fight at all. You know, it was 8 a.m. I'm built like them things off Men in Black. You know what I mean? This motherfucker clearly had his coffee this morning. So I did what anybody else would do in this situation. And I fucking jumped out the window. And I left. I left, you know. I jumped out the window. I sprained both my feet. I don't give a fuck. I waddled back to my car. I got in it. I drove myself to the hospital. I got in the hospital. I was like, I'm just trying to see how bad it is, Doc. You know what I mean? Am I ever going to walk again? He was like, you walked in here. I think you'll be fine. You know? I was like, it was hard, though. It was tough. I mean, he took some x-rays. And he came back in the room a little bit later. And he was just like... well, well, well. That shit was crazy, man. That shit was wild. Fuck, man. Anyways, y'all ever realize Cane's are just white Popeyes? I was eating there the other day and I was like, this is fucked up. Fucking chicken ain't got no goddamn seasoning on it. They got their little cute slogans and sayings and whatnot, you know. You just go through the drive-thru, they be like, chicken, what combo you picking? You know what I mean? It's cute in there. It's cute. Could y'all imagine if Popeyes had slogans like that? Motherfucker, that's not a happy place at all, you know what I mean? Even when I'm getting food over there, I'm a little pissed off, you know? You know, imagine y'all put them to the drive-thru at Popeyes and they was like, chicken, what you want, nigga, what's up? God damn, that shit is dumb. I remember I used to work at a Popeyes and I lost my job because I quit. And and I went back and I revisited it. It's shut down now, thank God, but I went and revisited the Popeyes. And instead of the drive-thru thing was broken. So they just had a table out there with a walkie-talkie on it. It was crazy as hell, but I was like, I'm gonna get these fucking chicken tenders, I don't care. So I picked it up and I ordered it, number 2. And they was like, you want ranch or black and ranch? And I was like, excuse me, it wasn't coming through clear. And he was like, what sauce you want? And I was like, one more time. And this motherfucker, I swear to God, he stuck his head out the window like, what sauce you want, dumbass? That shit was traumatizing, man. Just all these things. Y'all remember when, pedophiles tried to get added to the LGBTQ community? Y'all remember that? Yeah. That shit was gross. I lost a friend at the time too. Cause this motherfucker tried to like defend it. He was like, if the LGBT, if their thing's all about sexual preferences, technically being a pedophile is a sexual preference, they gotta let him in. I said, no nigga, it's a crime. I'm pretty sure, you know what I mean? And the two things don't even like go together. They don't even make sense together. LGBTQP. Shit don't feel good at all, you know what I mean? Got no kind of like I feel like if you know what I mean, you put a tip jar in a room where they put dogs down. Like, it just don't make sense at all. That's a true story. I lived in Texas, and that's what they do. LGBTQP. If we add in a P to that motherfucker, that shit better stand for pterodactyls or something. You know what I mean? I don't care what anybody says. That's the gayest bird of all time. It's a beautiful bird, and it's the gayest bird of all time. Y'all can pull your phones out right now and look up a picture of a pterodactyl. Them motherfuckers just gonna be up there like... My name's Tyson Colson, everybody. Y'all doing beautiful. Y'all have a great rest of y'all night. Y'all give it up for y'all host, Jules Wagner.
Guys, don't we love Tyson Colson? Holy crap! Your next comedian coming up is like, he's been mentoring me since day one. He's genuinely, Columbus is so lucky to have this man, you guys. He's your headliner for tonight. His name is Mike Larson. He's performed stand-up on The Tonight Show, okay? HBO. He's an amazing writer. I can always go to him about anything, whether it's comedy related or not. And also his wife. I'm gonna give it, sorry, Mike. I like your wife more than you, sorry. Tina, I love you so much. Can you guys please give a warm welcome to Mike Larson and also clap for Tina. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Your headliner for the night, Mike Larson. Sorry, I like Tina more than you, sorry.
Jules Wagner, thank you, Jules. Thank you, Jules. I've only known Jules about a year, but when you know Jules, you know everything about Jules. I think I knew her for 20 minutes and I knew she had uterine cancer. It's like, hey, keep a little mystery alive, will you? There is like no HIPAA law when it comes to Jules. Everybody knows everything about Jules. I don't know if there's anything she could ever tell me that would surprise me, unless it was like I was once a mime. It's like, yeah, no. Sorry, I'm gonna make this guy sit here because I've been losing weight and I want you guys to be able to see me. Yeah, that string might be blocking a little bit. Yeah. All right, well, hello, Columbus. It is nice to be here after, boy, a crazy week. I should tell you, you can join me if you'd like, but I have decided that I am not drinking for the entire Trump administration. I'm calling it Dry Reich. Yeah. Or Sober Democracy is Over. Not sure which one. Still kind of deciding on it here. Oh, it is nice to be in Columbus. Columbus is the jewel of Ohio. Like Tiffany is the jewel of the Trump family. You know? They call that damning with faint praise, I think. But Columbus, their titles will be, we're the best place in Ohio. It's like if you found a jelly bean in a sewer. You know? In comparison, the jelly bean is a sweet treat, but, you know, collectively, it still has too much shit. Yeah, I've only been here in Ohio, I guess about 6-7 years. I lived in Los Angeles for a long time, wrote for a bunch of television shows, and then we sold our house and moved to Plain City, because that's what you do when your career's on fire. Yeah. It was a good move for me, though, man. I was doing okay out in L.A. You know, I'm maybe a top 200 comedy writer, but in Plain City, I'm the best. Like Steph Curry says, if it's true, it's not bragging. I can't grow corn worth shit, but I could write a joke. Yeah, have you been to Plain City? Yeah, most honestly named city in all of Ohio. Just Plain City. In fact, they should just change the name of Ohio to just, would you just actually walk on stage? That was very ballsy of you. That was very nice. That's why I guess you kind of had to, huh? Yeah, otherwise you would have bothered these people instead of me. Yeah. They don't have microphones, though, so you probably would have gotten off better, but yeah. What's your name? Coleman? That's your first name, Coleman? Damn, that is a great name. Coleman, a name like Coleman, you had to grow up on one of the two economic extremes, I think, right? Coleman is either like the Duke of Sandwichburg, Coleman, or it's like you were named after a stove. Yeah. I'm sorry? The cooler, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Do you live here in Columbus? In Marysville. Oh, Marysville. Well, you know Union County then. Yeah, good old. Yeah, so you probably go to the Der Dutchman, right? You go to Plain City for the Der Dutchman? Yeah. Yeah. You know, like when you're at home, right? You're kind of hungry and you're like, what am I in the mood for tonight? Amish, I think. I think I could go for some Amish tonight. It would be nice. You go to Der Dutchman for the Amish cuisine, fine Amish cuisine. Yeah, the Amish don't run it, you know. No, because they couldn't plug in the deep fryer. They'd be completely useless at that place. They have farmed it out to the Mennonites. They run the place. Yeah. Mennonites are like JV Amish. You know, like they tried out for the Amish in high school. You know, they were all into the, getting to have sex with your sister thing and the goofy beard. But then when they found out they couldn't have a smartphone, they're like, nah. Plain City just got a Baskin Robbins. They're very excited. 31 flavors of vanilla. Well, 30 now. After the Paris Olympics, they thought French vanilla sounded woke. They don't like woke. Yeah. So we're getting ready to move. We want to move to Columbus. We're going to sell our place in Union County. And moved to Columbus. We're not sure which neighborhood. Who lives here in town? Somewhere. What neighborhood are you guys in?
Downtown.
Who did I point? Oh, that's so weird. I pointed at you, but you spoke. That was awesome. I'm like a magician. My introduction just got longer. And you, what neighborhood do you live in? Is my finger not working? I've never had that happen before. That's like a universal sign, isn't it? I'm sorry. Yeah. Bingo. What neighborhood do you live in?
Franklinton.
Where is Franklinton?
It's west.
I don't know. Is it west of here? East of here?
It's the west side. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that a nice neighborhood? I really don't know. All I know are the yeah. I know there's lots of ethnic villages here, with the German village and the Italian village, and it's like every 3 houses is a new village in Columbus, right? It's not that big a city, but there's like 1,000 neighborhoods in Columbus. So we're learning. How about you? Where are you guys?
German village.
German village. All right. That's kind of fancy, right? You know what I've noticed? Because like from one neighborhood to the next, they all have brick streets, but on one of them, brick streets are like quaint. And the other neighborhood, it's just like, they got to fix these streets, right? This is horrible. It's like, what are we, like in Bosnia village now? How did the village change so rapidly here in Ohio? How do you follow the Ohio politics? Do you? A little bit? Yeah. God, Ohio has the worst politicians on earth, don't they? Yeah, not even whole politics. They have like little itty-bitty people running. Have you seen Mike DeWine? It's like this tall. Have you seen him? He is a Shetland Republican, is what he is. It's like one you get to see if you really like him, and then, no, I'm not going for you. But he's a little, you could put him on Jim Jordan's shoulder, you'd still not have an entire man. You know, they're itty-bitty people. But it's nice. It's nice. I like being. I've had to part ways with some people since the election. Though, anyone else had to part ways? Yeah, I cut out a big chunk of my of my world. Well, see, I've divided the world, and there's 4 groups of people, right? There's smart people who agree with me. I love these people. Very small group. Pretty much just me and Elizabeth Warren. And she's not answering my calls, so that's a very small group. And then there's like smart people who disagree with me. Small group as well, but I kind of like them. I got to admit. At least they challenge me. I kind of like that. Not a lot of them. And then there's stupid people who disagree with me, and I love them. They are my favorite people because they make me feel so smart. I can't help but go, Marysville, right? You go to the Rural King, and it's like, and see, I'm like, without these glasses, I have resting MAGA face. So, this is why I got the glasses, yeah. So I totally fit in, and we have great conversations there. And then the 4th group of people, the people I've had to cut out of my life, are stupid people who agree with me. Oh, I hate those. And some of you are in the room tonight. You might have thought you were in the 1st group, but like I say, that's a very small group. Yeah, isn't that the worst? You're having an intelligent conversation with someone, and then your idiot friend jumps in and, just blames the whole argument on the Jews or something. You're like, dude, no, we weren't going there at all. We were talking about climate change. Yeah. If I had to tell you my political point of view, I would describe myself as a progressive / hypocrite. I have very high ideals. No desire to live by them. I despise animal cruelty, but I love meat. I cannot get enough of it. And I know where it comes from. I know how they get it. There's no way around that. You're nodding, you too? Yeah. People, I try to imagine, well, maybe this chicken had a bad personality. It was like, it was a transphobic chicken. It needed to die. Makes my liberal heart feel better. Yeah. I'm a feminist. I've been a feminist, since I was probably 18 years old. Right? But I acknowledge that at 18 years old, I probably adopted that position so that it would help me get laid. So I don't know how pure I am on that. And I'm a big environmentalist, very passionate about recycling, unless, of course, the black garbage can is closer than the blue one. You're like, you had to go up a step or something. You're like, Then I convince myself that there are poor people who get paid to separate the garbage for me, and if I put it in the right one, somehow they wouldn't get their job. Liberal guilt is a wonderful thing. I can talk myself out of anything. I perform at a lot of political events. I did one Republican event once in my life. A friend of mine who actually had a heart attack on the way to an event, and he said, "Can you fill in for me?" And it was for the California Raisin Growers Federation, and they're a conservative group, man, and I was scared to death. But you know what? I learned something. Republicans put on a much better party than Democrats. They know how to party. I mean, it makes sense. All of their constituencies are like the ingredients of a good party, right? Right? They got the red meat industry, alcohol industry, pharmaceuticals, firearms. I got a Smith & Wesson in my goodie bag. Democrat goodie bag is a rape whistle. The raisin people were so nice. They were such good people and oh my God, are they proud of their crop. Boy, I don't know if you realize this, but without raisins, gingerbread men couldn't see. You could could use prunes, but the cookies would look so violated. That is literally the oldest joke in my act. I haven't done it in forever. I think like I remember that I was telling Jules, who turns 28. Was it today, Jules?
Yes.
Yeah. But by the way, tonight I believe anything Jules says to me because she's showing cleavage. I wish I was not such a simple man, but I am. I am a very smart, discerning person. I'm not gullible at all unless there's cleavage. And then I'm just, okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. I'm sorry, I kind of went off on a tangent there. But I don't even know where I was going with that. So, but I do enjoy being out here. I enjoy being out in Columbus. Did a show recently for a big animal rescue operation there. Boy, that's pretty much the only charity left, isn't it? Animal rescue, right? Did we lick the sick kid problem? Is that over? Right? There's no more March of Dimes, right? It's like everything I get invited to now is for animal rescue. So, but we probably have rescue dog owners, right? Some of you. Where are you? Here, sir? What kind of dog do you have? A lab Pomeranian what? Shih Tzu. Oh my God, that is a lot of. I think the lab was like a molester or something, right? I mean the lab. I don't think it's against the law in that community, but it seems like the lab was the troublemaker there. I don't see the Shih Tzu starting that. Oh my God! Yeah, I do not have a rescue dog. I have an attractive dog, and so I apologize. I know that makes me an asshole. It's a designer dog. I'm not happy about it. It's an Aussie Doodle. I know it sounds like it was like invented in a lab by like the Queer Eyes for the Straight Guys, right? They kind of let's just make the most. Yeah, it's. And I mean, there's some neighborhoods in Columbus, I can't even tell. Like Upper Arlington, boy, it's all rescued. I couldn't take my dog there. I'd have to fuck the dog up somehow, Hey, give it an eye patch or shave a bald spot on the side or something, or get those wheels for the back end. Have you seen those dogs? Those are awesome dogs. I think they call it like a wheelie doodle or something like that. Can I just get those for my dog, or does her legs have to be messed up first? Because they just looks fun, doesn't it? It's like half dog, half Roman chariot. Yeah. Who's not from Ohio? Who's someone who has moved to Ohio like me? Anyone? You? Yeah? And so I'll ask you the question that you ask yourself every day. Why? Why was it for you?
College.
When you came to Ohio State?
No.
No, where'd you come?
CCAD.
Pardon me?
The art and design.
Oh, the Art and Design College. All right. And where were you before?
We lived in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. There's no art in Pennsylvania? Not like Ohio art. Yeah. Ohio's got those barns you get to paint. Yeah. As long as it says Ohio. And Ohio is, more than any other state, they are so enamored with being Ohio. It is, most states don't really think one or whatever, but they paint just Ohio on everything. And you go to like a gift shop here, and there's art that says Ohio on it. Or it's like a shape of Ohio. And it's like, the real states don't do that. It is so proud of Ohio and of people from Ohio. Oh my God, so proud of the people from Ohio, all of whom are famous for leaving Ohio, by the way. Drew Carey, John Legend, LeBron. Neil Armstrong went as far as humanly possible from Ohio. Yeah. And you see the sign when you drive into Ohio? They got that sign that says the heart of it all. right? And then it's got like an outline of Ohio, as if Ohio looks like a heart. Ohio is not shaped like a heart. Not a healthy heart. Maybe an Ohio heart. Yeah, Ohio's built like a fat man with a chip on his shoulder. Kind of fitting, you know? And it's all just the stupid competition with Michigan because Michigan has the hand thing, you know? You say, where you're from in Michigan? Oh, I'm grew up in Detroit and I live in Ann Arbor, so Ohio was like, oh, we need to have a body part too, you know? So they did the heart thing, which is kind of stupid. Most states don't do it. I could show you where I grew up in California, but I'd have to take my dick out. And after, I'll just end on the dick joke. You guys were wonderful. Jules, come back up. I think Jules did not want us to sing happy birthday, but I think we should anyway. Ready? Yeah. Happy birthday to you.
Guys, stop. I hate attention. I hate attention. No, please, no more. No, seriously, stop. I hate attention. Stop. Okay, keep going.